What's up, everybody? Welcome to an unboxing video. I got lots to unbox today. As you see, we got boxes here, boxes there, and of course, the big wheel reveal. Sneak peek? No chance, buddy. No chance. So I'm gonna jump right into this. I'm gonna lay some parts out and unbox some stuff. I got a full rear suspension sitting here for my 2010 Camaro, and we're gonna jump right into it. So let's go. All right, so we're gonna start off small, work our way up to the big stuff. First of all, you guys are probably wondering why I bought all this stuff. Well, I thought my coworkers wanted to see a super sick burnout after work one day. Let's just say I made it about 150 feet and I kissed that curb like wedding day. So now I have a full new rear suspension. Let's start off here. We have the first part. Let's see if I can get that box. This one here is the trailing arm for the rear suspension. Real nice stuff. Grease fitting already installed. Stronger bushings, more solid. I only have one of these because the other side of the car is perfectly fine. So I told them just send me one of them and I could save a couple bucks. But that is a trailing arm. Then we got these bad boys here. Oh, it's like Christmas. Yes. These are the new lower control arms for the coilover conversion. As you see, everything is in this nice black hammer tone color. Some great welds, all BMR suspension here. Great stuff. I had it on the car already. It performed great. I love the way it felt on the track. I just decided to bend a couple parts. So, now I had to get new stuff. So there's also the other lower control arm in here. And it's still wrapped up in the packaging. And one thing about BMR is they send you these little stickers here, or QR codes. Scan them and you get all the instructions for all you guys who do it in your garage. As you can see, I'm in my garage here. Got a lot of stuff going on, but I will be doing all this stuff to the car and I will film it for you guys as well. Just so you know how to do it if you want to do it down the road or whatever the case may be. So those are the first two parts. We got more, so let's jump into another bigger box here. All right, guys, now we got the biggest, longest box and the smallest box of the day, but they go together. So let's go for the big one first. Why not? Don't be judging my crop. Set it up on my super fancy table here, aka the fan. This is the rear sway bar. So this is an adjustable rear sway bar. Got different settings on here. So you can stiffen or, make it stiffer or softer. It's way sturdier than the OEM one. The OEM one is like this big around and the end links are literally like this big around, so they're horrible. Now the smallest box, which goes with this stuff. This is the mounts, of course. They are harder bushing, so you don't have as much flex when launching, and grease fittings, great quality, of course. And then we got the adjustable rod ends, which is a must. You see how beefy these are? So when I decided to make out with that curb, the rod end on the OEM bar just popped like a balloon at a 4-year-old's birthday, just gone. So now we got these. No way they pop when I hit my next curb. Just kidding, not trying to hit any more curbs. But this is the adjustable heavy duty rear sway bar. I'm super excited about this. Should transfer weight way better at the track. So now we are moving on to the most expensive thing in the kit. All right, the most expensive box in the kit. So this is 2-in-1 because I consolidated the boxes. But first off, we got the BMR coilover conversion brackets, because on a 5th gen Camaro, you cannot just slide coilovers on it because they don't bolt up because they're independent rear suspension. So these are the brackets to convert to coilovers in the car. And then we got some thrust bearings here. And then I'm just gonna grab one because I'm not talented enough to grab both. Here we have the springs for the coilovers. Nice blue, I believe they're 500-pound springs. Really nice quality, good stuff. And then we have the big box. I guess I'll grab this one out too. Here's the big box. Strange engineering, because I'm a little strange. here it is. The shocks, the most important thing in the kit. So these are, if I can get them out of here, maybe. Nah, just fast forward this part, geez Louise. Anyway, okay. These are strange shocks. They are adjustable, they're dual adjustable, well, they're adjustable ride height, of course. You got your collars here that you can adjust for setting your spring height. And then you got adjustable rebound and adjustable dampening or compression. So the reason that's so important is because when you're going down the track, you want to make a hard hit, have the rear end drop on you so you get all the weight transferred for traction. But then when your car comes back up, you don't want to wheel hop and go sliding down the track. So you can adjust the rebound coming back up so you don't jump, and you can adjust the dampening so you can sag down. But you don't want to have too much sag because then you'll hit your wheels on your fenders or you'll wheelie or whatever the case may be. It's all about fine tuning when it comes to racing. So these coilovers are the perfect choice when you want to fine tune at the racetrack. You can just crawl into the car, give it a couple clicks, crawl back out, make a hit, see if, you know, get it all dialed in. As you can tell, just about everything in this kit is adjustable, which is super nice for racing. If you have any plans to drag race your 5th Gen Camaro, this is the way to go because the stock suspension just doesn't cut it. You got plenty of wheel hop. It doesn't like to sag. You can't pull your wheels up. It's just not really great for drag racing, even though it's a muscle car made for drag racing. It doesn't make sense. But if you want to make some real good licks down the track, this is a kit I recommend for sure. All right, you guys, time for the wheels. I chose these wheels online. They're a color I had never seen before, never even heard of before. My car is the silver Camaro in the intro video. You probably guessed it by now. So the color I had on the car before, I had those chrome or brushed aluminum TSW wheels. They did not make it through the wreck. So I had to get all new wheels. I had to make the choice between buying front drags and just buying 4 wheels for all around because I do have a rear drag pack. But I decided to just get 4 wheels for all around because I do enjoy driving the car and I like to take it, you know, I'll drive it a couple 100 miles every once in a while just to drive it. So these wheels will be on the car all the time. And then if I go to the track, I can slap the rear drag pack on. And the nice thing about these is that they are actually really light. Compared to the D5 Forge Star drag pack, the fronts, I believe the 18x5s, don't quote me, I'm pretty sure they're 20 pounds or 21 pounds or something like that. These are 23, so not losing much there, and they look great. So without further ado, I'm gonna reveal the wheels to you in 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, there you have it. There's the new wheels, looking great. The color is gloss gunmetal silver. So I never heard of the color before. I was a little skeptical until I saw them in the box, and now I'm super excited to get them on the car. I got some new black rotors to go behind them, and hopefully the whole setup just ties in really nicely and has some nice black accents to the car. That is everything I have to unbox today. The suspension parts I will begin putting on this week. I have a rear subframe for the car. I bought the whole rear subframe because I didn't know the extent of the damage and I didn't want to get it to an alignment shop and then tell me, oh, this is bent after I put all this money into fixing the rear end. So I just bought a whole rear subframe. The guy was super awesome, gave me a great deal, and he threw in some solid bushings for the rear end as well for the cradle. So I will also be putting those in with the suspension parts. The suspension should be, the whole rear suspension is pretty much done at that point, and I should be able to hook and book at the track. So I'm super excited for that. But that's everything I got today. There's more videos coming. I got a turbo kit to show you guys, a fuel system, and all that's gonna get put on the car as well. For now, I'm getting the car done and back on the road, hopefully this weekend, because I live in a place where it snows early and you can't really drive the car in the snow. So back to the diesel truck once it snows. So I'm trying to get the car back on the road to enjoy it. And we're gonna be filming all the videos on how to install this stuff and what it looks like on the car, and then I'll test it for you guys and give you some road footage, everything. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel. There's also a link in the description to our Instagram page where you can see all the cars. We post a lot of shorts there, and there is more people on this channel and more cars that you will be seeing. So stay tuned, keep your eyes peeled, subscribe, like, and if you have anything you want to ask me, drop it in the comments. I'm more than happy to answer your questions. So thanks for joining me for the video today. Peace out, guys.